ACC Student News.
The news students can use. I'm Ivy.
And I'm Sasha. Here are this week's stories.
Just days after his show was taken off air, Jimmy Kimmel has returned.
ABC took his show off air after he made comments on the reactions of the death of Charlie Kirk. After this, ABC received backlash with people calling it an attack on free speech, and eventually ABC decided to return his show to air. He opened his returning episode with an apology and criticizing Trump's administration.
35-year-old death row inmate Blaine Milan has been executed by lethal injection in Texas. Milan was convicted of murdering his girlfriend's 13-month-old daughter in 2008. The couple claimed that the baby was possessed by a demon. Milan beat the girl with a hammer, bit, strangled, and mutilated her over the course of 30 hours. The forensics expert could not determine the cause of death as there are too many potential fatal injuries. Milan, now 35, is Texas' fifth execution of this year.
36-year-old Tabitha Bundrick was indicted on 11 counts of murder, robbery, and assault charges. She has been accused of targeting men, drugging, and sometimes killing them with fentanyl-laced drugs, and robbing them of their belongings. Since 2023, she has done this to at least 11 men.
A man was shot to death at a country club in New Hampshire. Last Saturday, Robert Stephen DeCesare was shot to death while protecting his family. 45 minutes northwest from Boston, a man opened fire at a wedding taking place at a country club. A man walked in with a gun, shooting 3 people, including DeCesare. Both others were injured.
That's all the news we have for now.
Stay tuned for more news after the break.
Reading is everywhere, from in schools to advertisements to signs on the street. Literacy is a vital skill.
Welcome back to ACC Student News.
Here are the rest of the stories.
ICE detainee was killed and 2 others were injured on Wednesday.
The FBI earlier said it's investigating the shooting as a targeted attack, the suspect being identified as Joshua John. The shooting happened while ICE officers were talking detainees into the agency's Dallas facility. Federal officials said the suspect, who died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, the body shooting had happened while the detainees were inside a LA enforcement van.
Trump signed a proclamation that requires companies to pay $100,000 to obtain H-1B workers' visas. The visa program was set in place by Bush in 1990 and allows skilled workers from overseas to work in the United States temporarily. Major companies have relied on these workers, with Amazon alone having over 10,000 workers approved.
A zookeeper in Thailand was brutally mauled by at least 3 lions. Safari World, a zoo in Bangkok, offered lion feeding shows, which this worker was a part of. After he stepped out of his vehicle, though, the lions started attacking him, and it took 15 minutes to get them off, after which he was rushed to the hospital and pronounced dead soon after.
A government shutdown is imminent as lawmakers disagree over funding for the government. President Trump has called Democratic leaders' demands unreasonable and is not interested in compromising. This shutdown could cause a disruption to the economy, with essential services being hardest hit.
That's all that we have for this week. I'm Ivy.
And I'm Sasha. Make sure to check out the rest of our videos on YouTube and follow us on Instagram at
ACC TV Hammond.